Good morning, fine friends. It is Tuesday. I'm starting a little bit late just because I'm recovering from, well, I shouldn't say recovering. The key to combating a cold is comfortable clothing and coffee cup and crashing in front of the computer. In the same way that the key to tongue twisters is alliteration. Yeah, that's it. Sure, why not? Good morning, Fantastic Sherlock Fox. Apparently the welcome did not want to say hello, so I'm just going to make sure I reset that. Because I had the bot opening, but I don't think it was open fast enough. Should be better. In any case, let's see. One thing I wanted to do, I completely forgot. New. I can't do that. Shoot. Okay, I gotta figure out how to do set up a command after stream. I completely forgot how to do. Alright, so as you can tell, I'm a little bit rough today. But we have a couple of errands to do, so nothing super major. The first errand is that apparently we didn't put anything in the February stream box. We got March, but we didn't do February. So my assumption is I was working on the castle. So I think for one day we're going to put a stone block in, and then for the other day we're going to do a strip birch block. Easy, simple. Gotta figure out what to call them, but we can do that. Oh, I do have a stone block. Actually, set up straight and think that one through. Oh, birch. Okay. Strip birch. Oh, whoops. I probably should have said short notice, but going live. Oops. Sorry for the short notice, going live. There we go. Just a courtesy to people on the server so that they know if they're chitter-chattering, it can be seen on the intertubes. I don't think I need iron kicking around in my inventory. Let's get rid of that to start with. I don't even know what it was from. Might be the beacon I had yesterday. Double check to make sure, because if it is the beacon, then I have to put it back. It is, so I should probably grab that. Just to make sure I have plenty. I'm putting the beacon together next time. There we go. Alright, we have lots. Then when we come back, we can actually start working on the project again. That's the other project. One. Alright. So let's get these things named up and put them in the appropriate places. I'm just going to call this first one Castle Walls. Sure, why not? And then the second one, Castle Defense. Okay, did I spell that correctly? I think it's with an S. It could be a C, depending on what part of the planet you're on. Oh, I didn't spell it right. Yeah, that sounds right. Okay, there is that. Okay, so we're going to go get those dropped off. And then we're going to head for Easter eggs. Do I have the basket? Okay, I do. I've got the basket. Alrighty. As I understand it, I'm just double checking here, but I believe the box is sitting in the museum. Post office. Sure. Okay, perfect. So we're headed off to the post office. I thought I fired you. Where did you come from? I get that there's social columns, but seriously, man, where did you spawn from? Never know. Quick trip on the train. Or not. Much for quick. The train is short. Ah, oops. Off to the post office. I'm willing to bet over the course of the weekend the chicken tendy probably left me. Okay. Over here to the stairs. Elevator. Okay, they want... I don't like elevators. I really, really don't like elevators. But we'll do it just once. Pistons are very, very quiet. Let's shut them up for the pumpkin farm. So let's quickly change that because it's not very realistic. There we go. I can always change it for the zone at home. A little more realistic there. Mail, and it is cake. Yep, okay. I'm going to leave it, seriously. And the reason for that is not that I don't want cake. It's that it's kind of fun to come in and have the mail lit up. Whereas last season, I claimed all my mail, and it spent the majority of the season not lit. So, yeah. I'd rather the postmaster come after me and be like, you need to... Uh-oh. Is that the one? Actually, I have to look at my spreadsheet to see. Chest minecart. Okay, so that's last month. Let's see which one we do. Didn't I? I thought I had 2 slots. Oh, I didn't.
Oh, hello there!
Cool. This one goes there. Here's the proper fuel. This one goes here. There we go. Good morning, Zerk. How are you this morning? Good to see you. All right. That's what I want. Oh, nope, there's only 16. Never mind. I don't need extra signs. I don't need extra signs that bad. This was March. Named the box DC March Madness. And this box is named Sugar Box. Sure. Hey, it got died. That's a good start. Okay. I can't leave it alone. You know I can't leave it alone. I know people don't always like birch signs, but hey, that's what we got. There. Oh, right, it's carpet. I want to mess with the system too badly. Oh. Weekend. February. Spelled very. What was it? 4th and 5th? 4th. And 5th. Break that down. 4 and 5. 2023. There's something else we usually put on there because the sign's usually full. I can't remember. We'll go with that anyways. If they don't like it, they can take it off. Stream weekend. This one, we know what to call it. March Madness. Stream weekend. March 18 and 19. Huh. Fine. 18 to 19. 2023. Oh, doesn't work. Fine. Consistency. Sure, why not? Done. Alrighty. I have excess signs, but whatever. It happens. I probably use a spare in my project anyways, just in case. Alright. Oops, that's part 1. Errand number 2 is to take a book, and we've got 1 clue. We're on to clue 3. So I'm just going to do 1 per stream. They've been showcased by Dadcraft himself on Stream Weekend. But I still wanted to go through it anyways. Good morning, CJ Bot.
Hello.
How are you this morning?
2, 4, 6, 8. Everybody hydrate.
There we go. Glenn thought Glenn needed more coffee because I'm still feeling kind of rough. The throat's all scratchy and the aches have aches. You know, one of those days. That's okay. We'll keep moving. And apologies in advance if the voice sounds a little rough. Okay. Going around town today. Real life town or in-game town? Oh, while I'm at it, actually, let's grab some eggs. In real life. I figured, but, you know, sounds like you've got a busy day. We need this clue. Oh. Okay, good. Wow. Okay, you know what? I'm not liking this song. Let's just skip the song. That's better. It's like very 80s, regardless. Synth music in general is very 80s. Let me see what else we've got. Try this one. Oh, they're singing. Okay, never mind. This one. Know what that is. It'll work. Alright, so we're going to finish up some of the... I shouldn't say finish up. We're going to showcase 1 or 2 of the eggs today, and then we'll move on to building the mob farm. No, I'm not delaying as much as I would like to. It's just that if they've been showcased, might as well go ahead and do it. If they have not been showcased enough, then they're in the VODs and people will see them. You know, that's really all there is to it. Okay, so we finished egg 1. I need to actually put in the coordinates. I was writing notes when DC visited them on the weekend, not so that I could cheat per se, but as in so I could actually get the coordinates, not have to visit back. With a teapot-ish roof. Lovely. Okay. We got minus 2315. I think it's, oh geez, my number. Wish I could read it myself. I'm gonna go with 2162. Peter, well, I only wrote down the 2 that I'd already visited. I didn't write down any of the ones that I didn't visit. So, I don't know how much cheating that is. So I don't really know if I want to go back. PG Bot Space, south of the roof nether portal. Minus 824. Minus. Oh, new line. This. X. $12.91. There we go. Put that a couple pages down the line. All right, done. There we go. See, so now I'm not totally cheating. Only a little bit. Only a little bit cheating. All right, so that's good. And I said water, didn't I? Ooh, that's not right. Okay. Set, hydrate, 1, copy. Here we go. Okay. Do I have Impaling 5? No. Unfortunately, I don't. I don't actually have anywhere near as many villagers this season as I did last season. Eventually I will, but I don't yet. I was thinking about populating the monastery with them, and that monastery project has been temporarily put on hold in spite of all the big space. That's not working. Alright, today's clue. Or at least the first clue we're going to start with. So it says, I am something many fear, so do be careful when you're here. For all who face me are destroyed, belongings lost into the void. Okay. Sounds like a dragon, because that's the end. I think. I know there's another part on the next page. But you first must find a way. If it's me you wish to slay, well, if it's the player, that'd be hilarious. If it's me you wish to slay, as this is how it has to be, if the world you wish to free. Yeah, okay. You gotta kill the dragon to be able to get to the end, or to free the end, supposedly. Okay, so we've got blue 3. Just taking screenshots as we do this, so that I can put them up for you guys. Save. Done. Okay. Oops. Come on. Yeah, this one's easy. It's free the end. Basically, it's that one's simple. So we are headed to the end. Which, let's see, did I show it on this side? Simple enough. Okay, so let's head off back to the train. And yes, I know there's an elevator. I like elevators. Nothing against the person who built it. I'm just not a huge fan of them in game. They feel weird. See, I actually do think Ross probably built, or at least one clue that sort of meant that everybody could at least answer one without feeling a total fool. I'm gonna pretend that's the case even if it wasn't. Answer Einstein, Pyrite. Roller coaster. That one's got my name written all over it. Run, check them. Nope, not the red line. Iron Man, Holiday District. DJ Farms, access end base. Alright. I'm gonna try this one. See how close we get. Notice only one side of the line has a drop your minecarts here kind of instruction, but the other side does not. It's kind of funny. I'm like, well, I guess one side will have a whole ton of minecarts, and they'll be self-balancing, I hope. But I mean, in truth, you never know where the player's coming from when they're headed somewhere else. I don't mind with villagers. I don't mind trying, you know, off camera to break in place and break in place and break in place kind of thing. It's one of the things that's calming and fun to do while you're watching someone else. You just have a stream on in the background. But speaking of streams in the background, Anestic Sherlock Fox showed me a video last night that pointed out a cool upscaling feature available in more recent versions of your NVIDIA card with more recent drivers. I thought that was kind of neato. It basically upscales to as high as 4K, and that's kind of handy because you can take a lower bit stream and upscale it, and it actually looks usually half decent. Sometimes it's a bit janky, but most of the time it looked half decent, and I thought that was pretty cool because it's also aware of what your monitor resolution is. So if you don't have a 4K monitor, obviously it's not going to upscale it that far. But if you... I hadn't been out here. Pretty cool. Now I know. I'm assuming that's probably the Froglight Farm. But I also explain why we are janky slow. Whoa. Oops. That's really odd. Incoming mail. TJ, it's not supposed to be here. It's supposed to be at the post office. Somebody left him a lot of feathers, okay. Chickens. Yeah, I have a suspicion though that it's not actually at his base zone because, yeah. Oh, that's not where I want to be. Although I hadn't been here, that's pretty cool. Let's make sure I have a... I didn't have a reference point for him. Aha. Alrighty. No fly zone, yeah. Unless you want to be dead. In case you fall in. Oh, yeah, that would be kind of unpleasant. Beautiful blue yurt. Love it. Add it in the overworld. Go back in that way. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. People are like, why are you causing lag? You're just jumping in and out of portals. Yeah, probably. As weird as it is, I think this is very nice. Aha. Okay, so I did it wrong. I did it wrong. That's okay. What is this one? Dragon Fortress. Remember this one correctly? Nope. Not. No. Just throwing that one in. Edit. There we go. I can get in and out. Put my ballpark numbers on the other side. There we go. Where am I? In the middle of nowhere. In the middle of nowhere. It's easier to run on foot. In the nether. There's a lot of stuff. See, I was supposed to be down here, so I would have been better to run from your place. Would have made a lot more sense. But going all the way back to spawn, all the way back out is kind of dumb. So, I'm just going to see if I can find where's... Ah, yes. I am a good bit north of ITP Tom's. But running to your place isn't that bad. I did have it marked, silly me. Okay. When I can actually get so I can see it, for some reason or other they want to show me. Oh, I know why. You. Where's the... this one? Oh, it is local. Okay, I should be able to see it fairly soon. Got it there, and it probably is not... Her. Good morning, Mobile Zoom. See you. Now, why? Don't I have a thing? You. This. Edit. Delete. 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 Confirm. There we go. Done. Yeah. I would have been smarter to go to your place, CJ. But
Hello?
my brain was seeing it at other CJ's sort of base, which is true, but that's not where the train goes. And they've even idiot proof it. Alrighty. Sure. Why not? Dano Ross. Okay. Aha. Found it. That's interesting. Somebody looks like they've been fighting with somebody to bet. Yep. Witherbuster. I have not, shall not, ever. Oh man. Who say I have? Yeah. Bleep. Bleepity bleep bleep. A little bit, yeah. A little bit of exploring. No. I have not ever flown in the end, and I don't intend to break that. Did I bring... only 29, but I know I'm going to need more than that. But I'll use them for other things later. What else do I have? Actually, that'll work just fine. Slightly less obvious. Somebody said, you have to be able to fly to get to some of these, and I was kind of like, no, but you can teleroute. to them, I thought, okay, yeah, we got something, Screwball. But, buddy, I can't get a good picture if you're doing that. Fine. The least you could do is have the courtesy to turn around. Honestly. If you're going to, like, bomb my photos, you might as well at least turn around and be in them, silly pants. Noting you don't actually wear pants. That. Alright, now. Flying down is fine. Flying up, not so much. Okay, so we need clue 4. This way. Egg. Now, just for Hobo Zim, who came in a little bit later. Ah, cool. Came in a little bit later. I wrote down the first 2 sets of coordinates because I didn't want to have to go back to egg 2 and egg 1. But I didn't write down a whole lot about any of the rest of them, so I actually have to figure out where it is. So end, top of pillar, top of grammar, a pillar. There we go. Minus 33, because I can. Minus 94. Okay, so now we need egg 4. Oops, egg and 4? Egg and bacon. Here we go. Another way. I'm gonna have to go for another hydrate. Sorry, guys.
2, 4, 6, 8. Everybody hydrate.
That's about as much fun as it looked, and I'm tearing up the boot. All right. Oh, head brush. I don't know quite what caught me. It's kind of like the sun is cold, but the pressure is just insane. Yesterday I was so lethargic. Well, funny. I didn't want to move from the main floor down to the basement. Okay, so today, clue 4. Grab a print screen, and then I'll read it out loud. Where's the egg? Clue. Egg. Clue 3. Clue. Can't spell today. Clue 4A. 4Q, 4A. Thank you. Save. Alright. Says, I am a place often well arranged, or if I'm not, I look quite strange. As no 2 colors are alike, when cooked, some show swirls and some stripes. In villages and ruins too, it may be even sold to you. Though useful I may rarely be, and best used aesthetically. Oh wow. Syllables are a little rough on that one. By those that start with Z. Americans. That's the only negativity I can think about this one. Americans. This does not rhyme. Okay. Page 2. And save. Here's a clue. Clue 4B. Save. So now we're talking about, back here we've got, well arranged. I don't know about that part. Oh, I see. When you're in a savannah, not savannah, the word. Place where you find terracotta, whatever that layered thing's called. It looks odd when they're not in layers, so fair. No 2 colors are alike, and then they get swirls, usually the glazed terracotta, villages and ruins. maybe even sold to me, but it's probably because some people don't like going through the hassle of glazing it themselves. And they're not all that commonly used because they're best used aesthetically. By those that start with Z. I'm gonna go with Zerks. Yeah, I'm going with Zerks. I mean, I could be completely out to lunch. Like, I mean, technically, we could have... What do we have here? We could have Torvus, but none of us know enough about Torvus to really say other than it starts with Z. Right? So that's not necessarily a fair comparison at all. No, or there's ZF Zerk, but we don't know them very well either. Right? And I think Ziptuus is Ziptuus on this server, but they could have equally been, what's the word? A one-legged man. There's a new one for you, Obozim. People were talking just the other day about getting confused by people with multiple names. And yeah, Ziptuus really confused me when I first met him. Because on the Believe Bedrock server, he's one-legged man. For good reason, but I mean, the point is still the same. Besides, even if I hadn't... free stuff. Yeah, your free stuff. He uses both over there. Okay, yeah. I think his, isn't his actual Bedrock username still One-Legged Man, or did he change that up for lack of confusion? That in the corner. I can probably put these things away now. Okay, so I want the Easter basket. Not that one. Blue 3, and I don't need these eggs. But, speaking of eggs, sure, why not? You know the drill? We haven't done it all that often, but I started it this weekend. Platforms, predictions. Fantastic Show, Fox. If you're not in a meeting, do you want to start the prediction, or would you rather I do? Let's take his crazy one and run that again. There we go. All right, so we have an egg prediction going while we're transiting, and the egg prediction is basically I'm going to toss up to 5 eggs, break them, and see whether or not we get a chicken. If we get a chicken, of course the answer is yes on your prediction. If we do not get a chicken, of course the answer will be no. And the prediction, and the odds, for those of you that are into chances, horse is a horse, of course, of course. If there's no horse, then there's no horse, of course. But the chances of... Actually... Do I have one? Go. But the chances are 1 in 8 of getting a horse. A horse? No. Chances are 1 in 8 of whether or not we're actually going to get a chicken. Feel free, if you've got the time, to toss in a prediction on that one. And if we don't, that's no concern. Come on. Come on, little wagon. Let's move. Please. Wow. I'm hitting forward. There we go. Okay. A little bit to get some momentum going. And we're on a low speed track because nothing's turned on at this spot because the tracks don't go anywhere. In the meantime, yeah, so I figured I would do a couple of eggs. We've done 3, we did 4. And between that and the errands, that's got us nearly an hour. So we can probably head back to the base. Actually, while we're here... Horse from an egg. No, 1 in 8 chance to get a chicken from an egg. Yes. I don't know what I'd call that. that's interesting. Okay. All right. So we decided I decided I was headed to the Zerks. I believe. Go. Blue line. And we're back out. Hey, the lines are lit up. We can go twice as fast. Woohoo! Or not. That's okay. If we're getting this kind of behavior out of the trains, I definitely would not want to be flying here. Yeah, people have a buildup of clues, so I figured we could do that. For those that are interested, I still do have Harry Potter Lego that we can do. On that note, I was got Trivial Pursuit and stuff, but on that note, Fantastic Sherlock Fox likes to celebrate my survival of, no worries. Fantastic Sherlock Fox likes to survive. Have a good day at work, Hobozam. I hope it's not too onerous. Anyways, I survived this weekend, so I have got the Gryffindor banner. The new Gryffindor banner. So we shall have a 5-minute build. Now, Fantastic Sherlock Fox, do you want me to open the new one? Or shall we continue where we left off with the Hogwarts carriage and thestrals? Because that's a good question. See if we can actually get this. It actually kind of sort of maybe wants to cooperate. See where we left off? Alrighty. Yeah, I had a bit of a bad moment there where the tech was not cooperating very well. And the resulting effect of that was that I could not do a lot of the Lego redeems, but seems to be in a good mood lately. So we'll cross our fingers. I can't get double cameras, which is a bit of a pain, but at least I can get a single one. Oops. Maybe. There we go. All right. So what we were working on is not that. Just double checking. Number is this. How's 76,400? Good question. I'm just setting it up to see if I have the correct instructions. I've been dumping everything on my desktop. Now I need to see if I can find anything. Hospital wing, girdle in place. Magic trunk. I do not. Haha. Interesting. Okay, well, then we'll do the classic. Let's turn that one off. Because it takes me a minute to find them, so it's not worth mucking around. So we're just going to do a quick swap. I'll push the keyboard back out of the road. Cross our fingers that everything's going to keep working. Lego. Not bad. So I haven't used this in a while. Actually, not bad. Alright, so we're working on, I'll show you really quickly here, Hogwarts carriage and thestrals. So I will just get to wherever we left off. What are we doing? I believe we were knolling the various parts. Go on. Yep. They've got a thestral. This one here. You just live over there for now. And a baby thestral, which is super cute. If I can get that to show correctly. Here. And it's tiny, tiny, and cute. Alright. I think we were knolling the parts, actually, because I can't seem to figure out where that part was to start with, so... Yeah, we were just starting the carriage. Got a couple of boxes with bits and bobs. And the lighting is not perfect nor ideal, but hey, normally I'll put the instructions up on the side and you'll be able to see everything better. So first things first, we need one of these bottom sections. And let's put on the timer because I promised only 5 minutes. Thank you. Alright, so you can see he's down there. And then it's got a couple of rails on the bottom. Light gray rails. There's one. And, ooh, sorry, I didn't mean to lean into that. And two. And there's a second one of these bucket pieces. The platform. Page. Bring! Okay. We need a couple of doors. Little door-shaped bits. One. Actually, just single, I guess. There, and then there's a little square one. Square black. There we go. This is now kind of easy-ish. And then what do we got out of that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Here. And this one. I'm not going to give Jade a run for her money in any stretch of the imagination with building these. The command was there, but the content was not exactly high on some people's lists. And yeah, I'm not going to bring that one up again. It wasn't worth rehashing. But suffice to say, I was rattled quite heavily by the loss of one of our friends from the community, just because I choose to like this particular intellectual property. And so between that and the LEGO not being technically cooperative, as in the cameras weren't functioning correctly, then the command had been disabled for a while. But once I brought it back, I forgot to sort of make a point out of mentioning that was the case. But we still only have it at 5 minutes a shot because, one, some of these builds are really long. Two, if we only build a single step, it's a bit of a ripoff. But I mean, 5 minutes is also long enough. It's not quite, or it's a little longer than your 80s commercial breaks, where you used to, people would get up and go use the washroom in the break. A little longer than that, but not horribly so. And so everybody who needs to stretch, who isn't into this, either the IP or the or just LEGO in general, has a bit of a chance to get up and refill their drink, get a snack. If you're at work, go to the coffee dispenser, all that jazz. Okay, and then got a couple of little hooks that go on the outside edge. The other reason I moved to 5 minutes is that it gets some of the builds going a little quicker. Because if I was to do something like 12 Grimald Place on stream, it would either have to be a full end-to-end build, or we would be here for months without any actual visual progress. So you can see from the little Harry Potter, oops, hard to see in the reflected light. You see a little bit from the Harry Potter at the bottom. It goes all the way across both pages, but you've got a rough idea how much progress we've had so far. Alright, we're down to a minute, and it's not a rush, just going to finish this step, whatever the step is, at the time the timer runs out. Two. I think it's 2 more of these and then we're done. I'll bring it up closer to the camera. But if I bring the camera down closer, then I end up hitting it with my head. There you go. That. Let's see if we can get anything else done. A couple more little vertical pieces. 2x1s. Go in between. Pardon me. Two. keep leaning in. It's a bad habit. Sorry, guys. You can see the top of my head. Page. Boing. Okay, going this way. That's the end of that one, so I'm just going to put on these couple pieces for this step, and then we are done. Done like dinner. 1, 2, seat across the middle. Okay. There we go. Alright, so we've gotten this far. Part of the carriage build. We're going to have somebody sit up front probably. And yeah, that's where we're at. Alright, so we've made it 12 steps into the actual carriage itself. So whenever we get the next redeem, we will be moving on to that section. But let us get ourselves right back into Lego. No problem. Thank you, Fantastic Sherlock Box. You know I like that stuff. I got my cute little festival buddies just moving over to the side. And I will have to remind myself to try and find the instructions for this one. Then we'll have the correct number. Bookmark. Sure. Alright. Good morning, Mankey. How are you today?
Hello.
Long time no see. I'm glad you could drop by, as it says. I just finished up a couple minutes of Lego break, and we are back showing off a couple of Easter eggs for our server-wide Easter egg hunt. Before I get too far, I'll just show you the clue that we're working on. I'm a place often well arranged, for if I'm not, I look quite strange. As no two colors are alike. When cooked, some show swirls and some show stripes. In villages and ruins too, and maybe even sold to you. Though useful I may rarely be, I'm best used aesthetically by those that start with a Z. It worked till that last part, but you know, it was written by a very fine American friend of ours, so not gonna worry too much about that one. So what have you been up to lately, Mankey? I have been hearing that you've been doing a few more organic builds and got suckered into a few dragons. I've seen bits and pieces. But what are you up to lately? Both in-game and out. Yep. There's the arranged. It looked weird if it wasn't. Now we have to find an egg. Now things will actually zone in. That might help. Being as I've got a quality of life mod map, let's see. Nope, not shown on there, so I'm gonna have to go out of here and go north, I guess. More of this place to res in. Ah, Wolfen's been here. We've got yurts. Woohoo! Oh, there's the egg. Awesome. Void Queen. Ooh. A flying lady with wings. Wow. So is that one of the ones that you pre-designed in creative and then turned into a schematic or lightmatic to make it easier to build on the server? I love your builds, by the way. And you've definitely got the bit where, in order to go for detail, scale really, really works well. I'm just going to hold the mic just a little closer. There we go, just pop up there. So this is egg 4. Oops, not that one. It's a lot easier to design and creative first. Of course, yeah. I'm still at the point, actually, where I'm using cheaty tricks sometimes. I mean, not always, but I got really tired with last season. Building with photos is fine. Egg 4. Building with photos is fine, but it just takes a little while because I'm picky about doing that live on screen. And as I've discovered this season, it kicked me just because then I had difficulty getting hold of a copy of it after the server reset. But also, the other piece I was using as my cheater trick was discovering when I can find a nice STL file for 3D printing. You can throw it through a website that's a voxelizer, and it turns it into a basic schematic. Which, of course, using it in the Java Litematica gets kind of, what's the word? I can't even seem to think. It gets kind of fussy when you choose a block type that the voxelizer didn't have access to at the time. They didn't update it, so then it gets, all sorts of red. You did it wrong! But it's still faster. Zerk's base, how do I want to describe this? Above most buildings. I know I don't have to do descriptors, but it's easier for me. Okay, location, 5216, minus 216, minus 2556. Okay. Now, egg 5, I know exactly where that is. I just have to go get the coordinates. But it would be nice to check the clue. Yeah. I found it by going to Poodle Space at the wrong time, and I have to justify the reasoning when the clue comes up, is my instruction to myself. Yeah, OBJ files work the same way. Interesting. I actually haven't used Blender for that yet. I've only toyed around in Blender. I used to touch on Blender a little bit when I was working with, a few years ago, well, almost a decade ago, I guess. No, more than that now. I was playing with Daz 3D and looking at doing 3D scenes, which is fantastic. Like it's a fun thing to do. But haven't used those tools much since then. Okay. Daz 3D was a lot of fun. So yeah, I need to get back into using those sorts of tools. Okay. Blender, not Blender. Yes, Blender, but not for that purpose. My brain just went sideways for a split second there. No worries. Squirrel! Oh, that's why I was... Okay. This box is supposed to be inside there, but it's alright. Okay, let's see. Can I take a photo? I usually do. Look off to the wherever. Okay, that'll be fine. What is she looking at? I have no idea. Don't know. Alright. So let's take clue number 5. Yo-ho, me hearties, here be your 5th clue. I know ye be able to stand up and solve this clue. There be no reason to write or doodle. I thrive in a place meant for a poodle. Mona Lisa moment. What is she looking at? Yes, this is definitely the base of Poodle Pirate. And I'm not quite sure what the poodle part of the connection is there. I never really did figure that out. Can I flip off things without totally dying? Or not? I haven't been to this team's base yet, so I'm not really sure the easy ways to get places. I think. Just looking down the hall. Somebody had said it's halfway down the hallway, so I'm just taking a look. Ooh, there's a hole. Ah! Apparently not. Cool, elevators. Nice. No, I came from uphill, so I'm going to try the elevator up. Ah, there we go. I remember coming in and seeing this, so good news. We have a person on our server who is all about cake. She goes by Chicken Tendy, which is kind of funny because she says some chicken tenders are too chickeny. But yet, she loves them. I don't know. You've got spawn insurance. Nice. Off to Poodle Pirate's base. Where are we? We are... Why did I call it ZI? Oh, I know why I called it ZI. Okay. We have multiple people that start with Z. Okay, so now I need to go to Poodle Pirates, which is down here. But I think it'd be easier to go to spawn and then take the train out. Because I've only got 27 rockets to my name, so I probably should do that. we just came off a a stream weekend for the Dadcraft 73 Patreon members servers. Java server and Bedrock server participated. No one from the modded server this time. But yeah, it's a good thing I'm not flying. Good grief. So this weekend I started working on a mob farm, just a generic one. And the idea with that is I can always make use of flesh and the bones and so on and so forth. It's not really what I need.
Hello.
But hello, how are you? But what I'm really looking for is the odd bit of gunpowder and stuff to make some more rockets. I don't need a ton, which is why I'm not too worried about the fact that it's not a straight-out mob farm. I'm doing okay, recovering from a bit of a cold, or trying to recover from a cold. It's got a pretty good hold on me, so sometimes I get a little scratchy and have a coughing fit here or there. But, yeah. I don't recognize your name, Endless White, which is perfectly fine at this point. As in, welcome on in. Good to see you. But because I don't, either please refresh my memory, or let us know what got your attention and interested you in coming on in. Always curious. Thank you very, very much, by the way, Fantastic Shockbox, for catching the voids. Yeah, so pleased to meet you. What was it about this channel that got your interest? I'm curious. I always like to hear what people find interesting. And as you may have noted, there was a message of yours that got caught, and it was actually the 2-letter acronym in the middle that we don't necessarily go for a lot of that. I try to keep the channel relatively family friendly, although if I get myself incredibly scared, I might cuss a little bit by pure accident. Got me on the recommended channels. Sweet! To be honest, that's the very first time anybody's ever said that. So that's cool. Do you play Minecraft? Or do you watch a lot of Minecraft? Just kind of curious. Today, what was I doing? I ran errands. For our stream weekends, we actually, sorry for it being so slow, there's people on the server, and I'd rather ride the train, even if it's being pokey, than try and fly in this sort of atmosphere. But this weekend we had a stream weekend for the server, and every time we do a stream weekend, we do a shulker box, and people put things in the... No worries, it's not a big deal. We put together a shulker box, and inside the shulker box, everybody puts, or it's supposed to, put an object in the shulker box where they put an object in the shulker box where they that one where they name it something that has to do with their weekend. Okay, so just finishing the shulker box story real quick. So this weekend I was tearing down a bunch of dripstone pillars, and then the other thing I was doing predictions on eggs, which you can see one of them sitting up top there. There's plenty of time. But in any case, what I was tearing that down and then building a mob farm in the second half. Didn't finish. But last month I forgot to put in items at all. And so I was catching up on dropping off a couple of items in last month's shulker box. And then I decided to show off a couple of the eggs from our Easter egg hunt. And I know where this one is for number 5. I accidentally exposed it when I was trying to look for egg 1 because I didn't know something about the person who is actually hosting egg 1. So anyway, long story made short, I'm going to do this one, and then I'm going to head back to my base and get a little bit more work in on the mob farm. I see, Endless Void, that you were saying your alliance needs loot and you need mana. So are you playing... That's fine. Are you playing on a modded server then? It sounds like you might be. And if so, what pack are you guys working on lately? I'm kind of curious. Now this clue references poodles and pirates. So I just have to figure out which side of the line Poodle Pirate has their train on, so we can get rolling on that one. Did I just walk past it? I think I did. I'm so tempted to go to the roller coaster, but I don't think it's quite ready yet. Last season I went to the roller coaster several times, had a blast. But yeah, I broke it a few times, and I was not the last one to ride it before the server owner showcased on stream, but yeah, it broke pretty good when he was showcasing it. Cool, so you're in Europe. Okay. So for me, right now, I'm in the mountain region. Mountain time, so that means we're on, what is it, GMT -7, I believe? Or we're -6 right now. And I'm kind of curious, so what time zone would you be in? It's always good to have our friends from overseas. Or across the pond, as some of them say. Because it would be evening slot for you guys, I'm pretty sure. 6 p.m? Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. So kind of more or less the dinner hour in terms of North American taste. I tend to, well, I shouldn't say I. Our family usually tends to eat around 7, although since I picked up streaming within the last year, I've really mucked with that, and they tend to go ahead without me, as they should, because otherwise the kids will never get fed before they go to bed. And that said, I'm in Canada, and I've got 2 awesome kids who are currently in school. That's how I managed to find time to stream. Yeah, it says Minecraft and laid pack games. Sometimes we'll see other games on here. Well, most of the time we probably won't. I've tried doing some other games and didn't have a big enough following to come to see me for me yet. It's not a big deal. I don't, whether I do or I don't is fine. But it just means that I actually do other things, and sometimes there will be next to no progress having happened in the Minecraft part between streams just because I've played something else for a while or went and did something else. The biggest other hobby that eats my time over here is actually scouting, because both of my youth are in scouting. And we have, well, 2 different sections, so there's a lot of activities. The Endless Void says, we just had a server event on the server where a portal to the new dimension opened, and me and the Alliance took control of the portal. Ooh. Okay. I don't think I've played a pack like this before. Do you happen to know the English name for the pack? I'm quite curious, so I can go read up on it for later. You'll find most people in this community are all mature individuals, and I don't mean that as in, mature versus immature. I mean as in mature being all adults. And it's kind of interesting because we have younger adults, older adults, nice mix. Some are college students, and some of them are like all the way up to working people and retirees. So it's kind of a nice mix and match around here. So, and this is mostly a North American server. It's North American hosted, although like it's for members of DadCraft73's Patreon. Another roof. It's for, what did I say? North. Oh shoot! I have my directions and I forgot them. Take 3, 5. Northeast. Done. Okay, so I gotta go that way. Where was I at? Talking about the team. So you get a mix and match people, but we do have some from across the pond. We have a couple of people from, I shouldn't say a couple, we have a few from the UK. I think of 3 at least. And then we have a few from Australia, so that's kind of neat. And I walked right by it. Where did I? Said north-northeast of the portal, didn't I? How did I misplace an egg? By walking completely past it. Like, seriously. Because it's north-northeast, and I went too far east. Okay. Yeah. Way too far east. What time is it? Oh, bedtime. Last thing I want to do is bring creepers to this base. I did that to someone else's base, and that was not pleasant. 400 mods. Holy Dinah. Wow. Oh, I see. Okay. Okay. That makes sense. Now I can see that. I wasn't sure if it was a pack that other people were familiar with. I mean, 400 mods doesn't faze me. You know, not a big deal. When you say there's over half of those made specifically for that server, okay, I can follow that then. It's not a mod pack that you'd find on like Forge or something. Well, thank you very much, Benson, for the resub, and welcome on in. Woohoo! Always good. Aw. No. Not allowed. So rude. Don't you have any manners? Oops, gotta overshoot on that. Can't shoot me, then I'm not gonna bother with you. Wow. That's, that's quite the party. Thank you, Tiz Tom.
Hello
I appreciate
there.
that. Welcome in, Raiders. Welcome, welcome. Creepers.
Hello.
Well then, I guess we're going to derail a little bit today. That's awesome.
Hello.
Join the drop. Okay. Hi,
Hello
everybody.
there.
I'm just going to take a quick pause. Okay,
Hello.
well, apparently I have an arrow in my head. Welcome on in, everybody. That's quite a good sized group, actually.
hello
I haven't had
there.
a raid that big in quite some time. Why does it sound like the Obi-Wan
Hello
logo
there.
has an echo? It does. It does. Because that's not an outdoor one. That was one that you said an indoor one. Wow. Lots. Okay.
Hello.
So, suffice to say, let's get this one over and done with. I think I already pressed that button. You may have already seen this one. Apologies. So my name is Delenn Russell. I play Minecraft 5 times a week. Twice on Tuesdays, twice on Wednesdays, and once on a Thursday. We just this past weekend were part of a stream. Well, thank you very much for the follows. We played on Dadcraft73's Patreon members server, and we were part of a stream weekend. Both Java server and Bedrock server. Sorry, both of those were involved, and so we had ourselves a blast. One of the things that our server has put together, courtesy of our friend Ross, and I don't think she's around, she might be. Ross has put together Easter egg hunts for us. So I was just popping through a few of them, a few of the eggs. Some of the clues are fairly clear, and some of the clues are a little more obscure. And it turned out the first one, and I'll cop to it. The first one, let's see, do I have? Oh no, I don't have the screenshot handy. The first one was at Dadcraft73's base. But what I didn't realize on the Java server was twofold. One, he had picked the exact same coordinates on both of his servers. And two, I didn't know that he'd based in a desert. So I was struggling with the clue. It really didn't work. Hello, Right Cross. Good to see you. I've seen you on another of our community's streams and discords, and I'm glad to see you again. So let me just take a quick pause and bounce back to see who I have missed coming in. I know there's lots that said hello, and I've automatically said hello, but it's not the same thing. Definitely welcome on in to Tiz Tom. Thank you ever so much for bringing your community in. I really do appreciate it. When you get a second, and I prattled on purposely to try and kill ads, if you can, let us know what you were up to today. That would be appreciated, because that way I can learn a lot from you. Welcome on in, B. Good to see you. Hey, Bird. Always good to see you, too. Hi, Jade. I have something for you when I got time. Let's see. What else we got? Zero. Always good to see you. Ooh. Welcome in, Theron. I don't think we've met. Good to see you as well.
Hello.
Welcome. And Mel, welcome to you as well. Good to see you, Skyfire. I don't think we've met recently. And hello, Jao. So, as I said, right cross, welcome in. Oh, and Wookie. We were trolling Tiz. Ooh. You're playing on TV today? And working on the Nether Hub. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, always some good folks on the TV server. And my favorites. I actually haven't had the chance to follow them all because I went through a spate where... I went through a period where I decided that I was going to, quote-unquote, clean up my list of people I was following on Twitch, and then it turned out that that was just as I started streaming. But then it ended up with I had nobody I was following when it was time to raid, so it was a bit of a pain. So we have ourselves a champion of the hill, free to join. All you need to do is type !join. While you guys do that, I will... Oh, there's the egg. I saw it, then I walked away from it. So we are doing the Easter egg hunt. The clue for this particular egg, and I'll go around the other side. The clue was, Yo-ho, be hearties. Here be your 5th clue. I know ye be able to stand up and solve this clue. There will be no reason to write or doodle. I thrive in a place meant for a poodle. So this is Poodle Pirate Space. Go around to the other side so we can get ourselves a good snapshot. And a copy of the next clue. I love these Easter eggs. Awesome. You know, in honesty, if I had one at my base, I'd probably turn it into a second yurt. I think that'd be awesome. But anyway, Easter egg 5. Okay, so let's get me standing in here. We're actually supposed to write in the book, but I also want to take a pick. 4. Find a good one. That'll do. Quick screenshot there. Kill the cam. Ah. Well, appropriate. Tiz Tom showed up and is suddenly the champion of the hill using the flip-flop. Ooh. Smacka. Congratulations, Tiz. Okay, so this one, I did accidentally come across at the beginning because I was thinking of the desert just past Poodle Pirates, but it wasn't that one. So I said I had to justify it. Let's see, Poodle Pirates base to the north-northeast. Justify the reasoning when the clue comes up. Oh, yes, well. That was a note to myself to say, hey, explain why it's that one. Base meant for a poodle in pirate. Pirate? Yeah, fine. Speak. Okay, so we're standing at... Just to see how close I can get. Oh, sweet. I don't have a trapdoor with me. That'd be kind of fun, though. Okay, so location here is minus 2440, positive 1540. Okay, we're off to egg 6. It's all sus, Wookie. We just roll with it. For sure. For sure. Normally there isn't. We have not built anything inside the eggs, but some of the owners, or the base owners, once they've discovered that they've got an egg there, they have in the past put in doors and beds and whatever. Somebody talked at I think one year about potentially, like last year or this year, about potentially trying to bait a warden into the inside of the egg, but yeah. Good luck with that one. I can guarantee I wouldn't visit you if that was the case. Well, thank you very much. So I'm backing up the list a little bit here. I want to say thank you very much to the follows from Tiz Tom, A Wing, Wookie, Skyfire, and Right Cross. Very, very much appreciated, everybody. Yeah, a warden in an egg would be kind of funny. Particularly if he couldn't reach you. That'd be awesome. Yeah, that's no yoke for sure. But Tis. I think B, you win the intertubes. There you go. I like that one. Okay, so clue 6. If you're catching a bit of a delay, I'm actually screenshotting it while I read it. So clue 6 reads, This land is also a type of room you cannot enter or leave. Raised from the ground below, it could be poisonous or a delicious treat, just like its owners. Okay. And that's a 1 page. This land is also a type of room you cannot enter or leave. Raised from the ground below, it could be poisonous or a delicious treat, just like its owners. Funny enough, although I remember seeing this one on stream on the weekend, I actually do know this one legit, because we're looking for a mushroom island. Right? The mushroom. You can't enter or leave a mushroom unless you're a Smurf or you've built it that way. The second reason, and the second reason is that my mother-in-law, once upon a time, actually used to work as a mushroom harvester. So, that's one of those you would never know things. But the question is where, right? It doesn't really clue me. I know what it is, but I don't remember where. So that's going to be a bit of a challenge for me, because I don't know who built a mushroom land. Give me a second. We've got a spreadsheet we've been sharing amongst each other that says, who planted where kind of thing, and that's meant as a coordinates, but it's also giving instructions. Aha! Nope, that's the server one. Okay. I'm not really sure. I was going to say, I see one for the server, but it's listed as a server location, not a private location. If anyone in stream happens to know where that is, please do tip me off, because once again, I am a little bit clueless when it comes to who's based where. There's a clue about the player? Okay, let me see. What did I miss? Oh, no, wrong one. Wrong one. Poisonous or sweet? Oh, just like its owners. That sounds like a potato. I don't think we have Swanky on this server. And more than one owner. Ah, okay. Oh, owners plural. Duh. Right. CJ, let me think about that for a second, because while I appreciate the offer, I have a funny feeling that we're going to get a guided tour. Let's see. Ba-da-ba-da. Could be poisonous. Oh, I see. Okay. Who wants to eat? I'm kind of curious if this one could be a blast or not. If I remember correctly, it's not actually a real... Oh! Oh, okay. Not quite sure about the whole poisonous or sweet part, but sounds like it could be chocolate. First off, I gotta get out of here. I can actually get to the portal. Do the portal to the roof. There we go. One of the lovely perks about being on Java. Roof portals. Okay. I'm thinking, if I could be out to lunch here, but I think our buddies the Dynamites, that their overworld location was like a fake mushroom island, but I'm not totally sure about that. No, our buddy Poppy was the one that had picked up on the server-wide mushroom island, but I don't know if that was related or not. Mushrooms can be poisonous or, well, I don't know about sweet, but poisonous or not. Just like their owners. Interesting. I mean, Mrs. D can be kind of sweet. By nature of... Ooh. That's, okay. Good point. I don't remember why. Look at that. Just looking at the list of names now. Because staring at the wall in the train station doesn't help. There are a few that aren't actually properly connected to the end of that. Oh. No. Aha. I see. Somebody has a note here that says Converted Plains Island. Okay. I hadn't actually been there. It's not just the more Railsbird. It's also that we have a good number of people on the server at the moment, and so the server itself gets a little quirky jerky from time to time. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Yeah, so we're not too bad. We had 27 when we had the dragon fight, and that was really crazy. If you weren't all in the same place, everything just ground to a halt. Converted Plains Island. Okay. Give me a second. I think... Where am I here? Oh, not Holiday District. I think it's this one. CJ, I think it might be Hobo Zims. Or She Who Must Not Be Tagged. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to give this one a shot. So if I'm completely out to lunch, I'll be seeing you shortly. Now, part of it is I haven't actually been to a lot of these bases. One or two of them I've seen on stream and heard people talking about them in chat and stuff, but I actually haven't done the tour, which was kind of funny because when I first... Dude's flying. So when I first started doing these eggs last week, Poodle Pirate was also doing them, and it was mildly funny to stand in the train station and see Poodle Pirate go, a few minutes disappear, come back, grab another spot, go, and come back. It's like doing the grand tour. But yes. Normally, when there aren't a whole lot of people on, it actually goes much faster. And I have... This is kind of sad, though, when you can run alongside as quickly as I can ride the train. I see you. This is part of the reason why it's janky and you don't want to fly through here. I don't hear the horns. Oh! Which one were you trying to play? One of the goat ones? I may have had a reason to shut them down. I'm not sure. Let me take a look. Horn. Muffled. Nope, nothing with a horn of any sort. Oops. Nope, nothing muffled there either. I don't know. That's a very good question. And you're not hearing the rails intentionally because I didn't muffle them by region. I muffled them overall so that I didn't have to worry about driving myself insane with the minecarts in my sugarcane and bamboo farms as well as my pumpkin farm. I just find they really start to get in my head. That little sort of reverberation thing. Alrighty. And chicken tendy is also known... See? Chicken tendy in the mushroom plains. Okay, mushroom. But she's also known for giving us cake. See? Cake for your travels. Let's go find the egg. Oh! Is that meant to come to me? Am I supposed to pick those up? Oh, thank you. Aha, yes, you can see there's gaps. Thank you very, very much, CJ. There we go. Okay, so this is a converted plains with a mushroom and... Ugh. I don't see you. Really, you're not there. You're not there. Egg 6. Nice. I like what he's done with the place. So the egg was originally just put in, and then Hobo Zim has added a pond. Cool fish. Love it. Alright. So let's get the book part out of the way. Egg 6 is... Hobo Zim. CHKNNDY. And, now with neat pond. There we go. Coordinates for this one are minus 22, minus 48.88. Oops, that's not a 4. 48.88. There we go. New page. Egg 7. Done. With 15 minutes left, I guess I'm not going to get to the mob farm today. That's the way this cookie crumbles. What have we got? So it'll be mob farm tonight, for sure. We have... Seemed like a dream when I awoke in this place. 1 minute I was flying, then smack, I hit my face. This isn't a hallucination I constructed. The warning was clear, my bed was obstructed. Ugh. Oh, I see. Okay. We're at spawn, because if your bed's obstructed, you're going to spawn. Nice. I like that one. Let's get the picture. Look at something interesting. Get out. Yoink. You know what? Let's just actually not have mobs. Besides that, maybe I can make the rain go away. Maybe. Maybe kind of, sort of. Right. Two. Try this again. Up there? Sure, why not? Look up a little more this time. And a 4. She still doesn't know what she's looking at. Alright, back up. There we go. Okay. Off to spawn. I do like that they've built their little portal as though it's another one of the mushroom houses. That's kind of neat. I didn't really put 2 and 2 together when I came out of it, but that was pretty cool. Yeah. Don't come here. do, 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 do. This one's easy, yes. Yeah, it's a ways to spawn. And considering that I, oh wow. Considering that I don't have a whole ton of rockets, I don't really want to spend a ton to fly, but also the fact that we've come off the rails and things didn't actually spawn beneath us was a little disconcerting. I don't think I really want to fly into that. I'll end up at spawn faster, I can guarantee that, but I don't know where all my gear would be. Goodness. So while we're doing that, I'm just going to take a look and see... Oh, right. I had the egg prediction, and then I didn't do anything with it. Shame on me. Shame on me. Alright, so when we get to the other side, I will toss up to 5 eggs and see if we got ourselves a chicken. That's my little thing. Some people are doing things like 50-50s on or, odd or even, versus Fortune 3. I'm a slow player, just be perfectly frank about that, and not the Rails-related slow, just generically a slow builder, slow player, who likes to be somewhat self-sufficient. Of course, barring rather odd random supplies. Whoa, that is a surprise. Okay, odd random surprises. So I don't actually have a whole lot in the way of ores and stuff. I actually haven't been mining, and the reason partly for that is I prefer strip mining, branch mining, and not so effective at my base, simply because I have a massive cavern beneath my base. So that's where we're building the generic mob farm. But this season, actually, just a quick refresher for those of you that are new. Where is the... We all know this one. We're going to the references. Yay! Well, thank you very much for the follow, Jonah. I really do appreciate that. So, this season, we are working on... Where is the... Model 1? No, sketch map. There we go. Model 2, sketch map. Okay, so this season, my base is based on a novel series for Brother Cadfile, and that's actually a historically, like fictional but historical, what's the word? Take, I guess, on a real place, Shrewsbury, England. So I was building that design. So far, I've only got the castle done, and cleared out a space for the monastery, which is to the east there, but have not actually built it. Yeah. Story on why that is, but anyway. Long story. So that's the design we're working with this season. Yay! I think I do have Unbreaking 3, so if you need to harass one of my librarians, you're welcome to, but they're not cheap. So, yeah. Okay, so let's see if we can get... where did... No, that's not it. 1, 2, 3. Where did I find? Dream up. 1, 2, 3. Looking for... Never find it. Okay. We have a prediction up that has been voted on, and it's not on the screen at the moment, but it didn't work, so nobody predicted it. We'll run it really quickly and short, so let's add one. Will we get a chicken? Up to 5 eggs. Outcomes, of course, are yes. Add and no. Add, I'll make this 120 seconds. We've got 2 minutes. Unable to create prediction because I have another one up there. Okay, so cancel that old one. I don't think I even have one that shows how long it was running. Try it again. Chicken. Add yes. Add no. Oops. Up to 5 eggs. Spell. Let's do this for 120 seconds again. 120. Let's see if it'll actually take. Okay, so we got 2 minutes. So I can toss a bunch of eggs and see out of these up to 5 eggs, will we get a chicken? And I do not know why it's not on screen. Alerts. There we go. Alright, so that's the thing. If you have points, go ahead and toss them on in. If you don't have points, that's okay. That was challenging when people first arrive, but we are headed off to spawn to find the Easter egg. Still not seeing what? Prediction? Somebody predicted in it. Let's predict with channel points. Oh. That's probably why. Okay, well. There is one that you can definitely see from the point system at the bottom. If it doesn't work, we'll just toss it anyways, have some fun. It may not be just your end. I mean, for all I know, I could just be breaking everything. It's a possibility. Prediction. Where did I see that? And what's your issue? Oh! Hang on a sec, let me try something. This one, no. This one, no. That one. See if it likes us this way. Ah! Wow, whoops. That's not what you guys needed. Okay. This. Remove. Yes. Mini games. Do we have them? Are they in the right thing? Full prediction. Chicken up to 5 eggs. Yeah, weirdly, I don't know. That's closed. Okay. Well, in either case, we will clear this. We'll just toss the eggs so everybody can see what we're talking about. So when one votes on it or predicts on it, then we can just toss eggs. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And the answer would have been no this time around, so let me just clear that one out. Platforms, predictions. No. Alright, and that should. Winner is blah blah blah. Actions. And it hides. Okay. So that one works. Let's take one of the longer ones. We'll just leave that one there and be looking for what we actually came for, which is an Easter egg. Could be there, so let's go see. Oop, not fall in the hole. in behind the spawn building. And behind the spawn building it is. Ah! Yeah, a hole for Dylan to fall in. Okay. Book. So Easter egg 7 is spawn behind main building, and we are standing at conveniently 73 minus 60. Sure, yep. No problem in this void. So it sounds like you guys have a custom dimension. Alright. I always want a picture just because that's what I do. Let's take this. Oops. Shovel? No. Come on. Dylan, get things out of your hand. There we go. F5. Or not. F5 again. There we go. Let's get out of here. Alright. That's fine. The opinion has been had that I don't need to see the name. There we go. Screenshot. We're good. And that one. Need the weapon that's in there? Yeah, it's a custom dimension called the Blight. Ooh. Sounds nasty. Okay, I guess we need a clue. 8. Can we reach it to 8 before we need to braid on out? Do not worry, my projects aren't that scary. Is coming from someone who is known for being daring. But don't worry, he's never a whiner. His job is in his title, a good old stoner miner. His projects aren't that scary. Yeah, like his roller coaster of last season that unfortunately had a couple spots where things spawned and scared the pants off you. Yeah. Right. Okay, so we're off to Stoner Miner's base. And he is co-basing with another gentleman. Oh yeah, the roller coaster was a blast, and I'm looking forward to it this year. Although he's posted a picture in Discord, has me a little bit concerned, and it looks like he's got the coaster going into a portal. So we'll just have to see how he manages to make that one work. Yeah, I guess Fantastic Fox, you can actually try it this season. Okay, so because he's co-basing with his buddy, oh geez, I always say it wrong, it's French name, but Seal Grimper, which basically he's a bicycle enthusiast. And the two of them together, given their base a kind of a fun name, but I have to see if I can find it on the list. Zerk, do you happen to remember whether he's red line or blue line? Oh, there they are. Okay, they didn't they didn't name their sign. That's probably because not everybody knows. Okay. So they actually they have actually called it in our spreadsheet. It's the actually I won't say it on stream. But yeah. Something dude's base. It's just because sometimes things get caught by other services and they're not too happy that I said that and can't call myself family friendly. But yeah. Be very handsome dudes. Yes, there we go. I mean, one could technically say that they'd be, chiseled, but that works well for anybody in Minecraft since we're all so blocky in shape. Getting there, really. Once I have the mob farm in place, I may try flying a few more times, but I just don't necessarily want to get super pokey here. While we're at it, let's take a quick pause and check out who's live so that we can make some plans. What have we got? Some interesting ones. Oh yeah, right. I had one the other day. What are we doing? That doesn't look like Minecraft. Do we have any of our fine friends online? That's the key. It's just 12:01 in my time, so it's probably not quite yet. But there are a few Minecrafters that I think would be awesome to drop in on. That's what we're working on. Okay, I think I know who I want to target. So we've got some interesting people. Well, see, the funny part, Zerk, about the name that, with these guys is that I actually said it in a family-friendly stream and got auto-modded for it. It's like, oh, well, that's kind of sad. You're not surprised? No, of course, neither am I. I had fun. I'll send the lettering for this one, but I had fun because poor Lyric got auto-modded at one point for for bye. Okay. For laughing his arse off. And yes, I shouldn't say that on screen. Perfect. So in any case, he got auto-modded for that, and so I said, yeah, LMBO works, but LMAO not so much. I wasn't trying to be a prude or language police or anything, but it was just kind of funny how that worked out. Amazing, amazing base. Ah. Okay. You ever have one of those moments where what has been seen cannot be unseen? This is probably intended to look like something, but it reminds me of this. Oops. This button. Right? Except the head's a little bit square, but yeah. So it reminds me of a warden head. I don't know why it does. It's got no reason to. But in any case. Okay, so it's not out that way because we got a camel. How close is it to base? Is it close enough I can see? Ooh. Not necessarily, no. So if we can find this egg, then we're out of here. Ha! It's an alien with 2 wide eyes, a wide mouth, and something very bright on his forehead. It's true, he could be... What do they call him? A Triclops? Okay, so we've got this egg. I think that'll be a fantastic spot to leave the stream on. Boop, boop. So we have found ourselves egg 8. We can hit up eggs 9 and 10 tonight of the last 2. And 10 will be kind of fun because I wasn't paying attention when people were doing it on the weekends. So I know roughly where it is, but not completely where it is. So we'll have to see how that goes. But I want to say thank you to everybody who came in, and thank you ever so much for the very large raid, Tiz. I appreciate that very much. We are going to head off to someone kind of new, but I want to give you guys a bit of a warning. So this individual used to be family friendly. They are trying very hard to remain family friendly, but if something scares them, they can drop a cuss here and there. That's about as far as it gets. They don't appreciate a lot of the other unfamily friendly material, but they can every once in a while drop a cuss. So we're going to head ourselves over to JD White, and he's playing in survival, and he's got his stream labeled as it's his first affiliate stream, and the alerts are a work in progress. So it looks like he's playing hardcore, I think it is. Oops. Hardcore Minecraft with some further exploration on day 50. Alright, so yeah, he's kind of new, but I did check in with him the other day. He tries to be family friendly, he just isn't always 100%. So we're going to head ourselves over there, and then after we get the raid started, I will be able to say my proper thanks to everybody else. This raid _ JD Oh, whoops. Raid space. JD. White underscore. Okay.
Mischief managed.
So for those of you that are subbed, you can see that there is the various emotes available, and otherwise feel free to use what you like. I want to say thank you very much to all our new followers today. We've got Tiz Tom and A Wing, Wookie, Skyfire, Rightcross, and Jonah. Extra special thanks to Tiz Tom for the raid. That was very much appreciated. Thank you very much to Benson for resubscribing. Always a woohoo to have friends popping in. We had some great viewers today. A couple notable names being, let's see, Tiz Tom, B, Marble Jade, Mel, A Wing. There's a few more on the screen there. I'm going to let them roll by. All right. So thank you everybody for dropping by. I will be back this evening at 7 p.m. Eastern, I believe. Yeah, 7 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. my time. I had to think about that. And we'll get back onto the last couple eggs and then into building a mob farm. So in the meantime, if you guys decide you have any info, tips, tricks, likes, dislikes, anything else you want brought up on stream or purposely left alone, do let me know. On my page under the About section, you'll find the link to the Discord. So thanks to everybody, and have yourselves a great day. Bye-bye for now.
Transfer complete.